What's up, y'all? We're gonna make a little quick short video about this Mr. Gasket universal throttle cable here. We tried to previously make our own out of the factory throttle cable, but it didn't seem to work out too good. I mean, we got about half throttle, but half throttle's no fun. So we're gonna make a quick little short video about this thing here. I used a Spectre on my last build. It was okay, I guess. This Mr. Gasket's come in about $32, so it's about $20 cheaper than that Spectre unit. They're both made in China, so basically all it is, it comes with two jam nuts. A jam nut, the firewall. The firewall goes in between this nut and the inside nut. They give you two washers. This is the end of the cable that connects to the gas pedal. They give you a couple of different type fittings for that to accommodate whatever type of pedal you have. So all we've done is run it inside. I've got this aftermarket throttle cable bracket. You can get these pretty much anywhere. Jag, Summit. I believe this one comes from Amazon. They have provisions to hook up a kick down cable and return spring bracket. It makes it pretty clean and simple to hook up here. So all we've done is measure how much we need to cut off this outer sleeve, and I've wrapped some electrical tape around it. And the kit comes with this little plastic clip that plugs right into these brackets right here, so it makes for a clean install. So basically all we're going to do is take a hacksaw and trim this down, and then we'll mark the cable to see how much we need to take off the cable. So we'll get back to you in a second. That cable installed into the firewall there. This is held in, like I said. They gave you some small washers, but we had to end up getting a bigger washer because that factory hole was a little bit bigger than the washers they supplied. So we did that. It's jam nutted on the inside. I'll take you inside and show you what the pedal setup looks like in a minute. We got it clipped into this bracket here. What I do before I cut this braided line is always wrap it in black electrical tape. So now we need to figure out the length of the actual inner cable. So what we've done here is, this is the throttle linkage they supply in the kit. And you can see this thing, let's see if I can show you. They give you the stud as well. This barrel is adjustable. You can adjust the length of it by moving that jam nut and swiveling the end of it up and down. The cable's held in with that set screw right there. So what I like to do is max it out as far as I can get. I like to put about 2 or 3 threads on there, because that thing's hollow inside. And what'll happen is the cable will go through there and slide up in the end of this linkage here. And just on the off chance we decide to change carburetor setups or something on this deal here, I like to leave as much cable as I can, because I can always come back and trim more off if I need to. I hate to have to go buy another kit. So what I do is get about 2 or 3 good turns on this thing, and then jam nut it up there, and then I'll use that to measure my length of my cable. So that gives me a, if we decide to change, and make sure you got somebody in there holding your pedal up, or you have to pull this cable forward all the way. Sorry about my finger. Pull the cable forward all the way and make your mark right there at the end of that barrel. Okay, I got that cable marked there. I don't know if y'all can see that little mark. What I like to do is put a piece of heat shrink over these braided cable lines and shrink it down before I cut it. That'll keep the cable from fraying up on you. So that's a good little trick, and it helps keep the install a whole lot cleaner. So I'm gonna shrink this down and cut this cable real quick. Okay, y'all, there's the final install. Makes everything a whole lot cleaner. On these old trucks, it was like it on my last one. It's such a drastic bend right there. So what I like to do is spray some WD-40 or some some kind of lubricant up inside the sleeve just to give that thing a fighting chance of moving freely in there. Like I said, I got some extra adjustment buried up inside this barrel right here, that if we decide to swap carburetor setups or something changes down the road, we have a little bit of slack in the throttle cable. It's enough inside that barrel, an inch right there, and then we can also move this bracket back here back and forth to get some adjustment. Here's the inside setup. You can see where the outer sleeve comes through the wall, firewall there, and it's just jam nutted together. And then the cable just feeds through your pedal here. So we've got it pretty tight in there. You feed it in through this side first, and then lock it into place at the top right there. I'm gonna put a zip tie right here below it, just so on the off chance it was to slip down, it doesn't pop out, but it should be fine there. It's got plenty of tension on it. Set up. So you can see it cleans up the throttle. The throttle cable set up a whole lot. Last thing you want going down the road is to worry about your throttle cable breaking. I had that happen on my last build. Ended up having to use zip ties and duct tape to get it back home, but we made it work. That's gonna wrap it up for this little short video. Hope y'all enjoyed. Come on back.